What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kreepers and I'm here today with a video where I want to talk about some possible ideas for the future of Paladins. I know that some of these ideas are going to be stupid, some of these ideas have already been mentioned for other people, but overall, I think that some of these ideas, just at least like one or two, if they got implemented into Paladins, maybe, just maybe, Harris would get a better, I would say, review or idea of the game by the consumers part, by us, by the players, and that would just make them get a little bit more famous and as such get more people into playing the game, because with these mechanics, maybe, just maybe, people will be like, oh, you know, this game is actually really good, and a person can play it more and more and more because they're always innovating, they're always surprising us with some new ideas. But of course, this doesn't mean that if I'm doing this video they're even gonna see it or not, but if they do see it, hopefully you're gonna like my ideas. I have some of them that was originally only thinked by me, some of them are ideas taken from other games but kind of implementing it into Paladins, and some other ideas were actually already mentioned by other people. Like in this case scenario, there's actually one idea or two that have been already mentioned in a video that you have seen before probably, which is Helvian's video on why I hate Paladins and so on. So let's start off the list with the most easiest thing. This is an idea that it's on Realm Royale, and I think it should be in Paladins as well. This because there are certain maps that are just really long, and they just take you away any chance of combat mechanic if this is the case scenario. In case you don't know what I mean, is imagine fish market and your entire team dies. The enemy team will probably try to push, and as such one person will stay on point, completely locked away, you can't even touch him. There's not many routes to take, there's literally only like this little pathway that then divides itself into many different pathways, but just this little part, if an enemy stays there and as soon as they see you just start spraying, you will be dismounted. Now this is an issue that also happens, for example, on the ice mines, if I'm not mistaken. There are certain maps that are just ridiculous when it comes to, you know, pathways and so on, and my idea was, do not get dismounted with just literally one touch. I mean, just imagine that if they wouldn't even be dismounted or anything. Imagine that you're actually trying to flank or running away, like you just got in there and everybody died, you're the last one remaining, you're trying to run away and somehow they are trying to kill you and they dismount you. You have not a lot of moving abilities, you're probably not even a Mave or anybody, maybe you're just a Vivian. You are screwed, because if that entire team is up on your ass, you're dead. And that's what I mean. Not require like just to blow a breeze on somebody to be dismounted. Literally make them able to actually take some damage while being mounted on the horse, so that doesn't happen as often, because it is really annoying and people do know what I'm talking about. Now, this one is an idea that I had. This is an idea that I had, but of course this is an idea, this is just an idea. It's not something necessary. I don't think it will actually even be good, but if it happens, it may become something good. In case you don't know, if you go into the general or the system chat and you type /LFG, it will stand for looking for group, and it will open you another chat. This is already mentioned by me on the video where there's like secret commands and so on. This chat, I believe it's only for NA, but even so, it is a usable chat. I tested out with my friends and it is a usable chat, but just nobody ever uses it because they don't even know that exists. Imagine if we could actually use this for every single different place, and maybe there's a specific place where we could just go, like exclusive little board where we would go and we could type in it and like make a request for a player that it's good at playing Mave, for example. It doesn't matter, like just do it. Like, it would be a good idea. I don't know, and if it doesn't work, just take it away. It's not the first time they implement things in the game, and if they don't work out, they just take it away. So we got that. get together with the idea of not being dismounted. Also, this is an idea that has already been mentioned by Halvian. This is the third idea. This is a better tutorial. And when I'm also talking about tutorial, I'm also talking about a better training grounds. In case you don't know what I mean is, if you look into the training grounds, it is not good. It's just not good. The only thing you can actually train there is just a couple of numbers on healing, because you can heal Fernando, which you can't even test if, for example, the castle doesn't even have cauterize in it. So there's nothing to test there. Like, you would have to put the same little example there 4 times differently. So the first one would stay without cauterize, the second one would have cauterize 1, and cauterize 2, and cauterize 3. You get the idea. And this is what I wanted to say. And just make them like fall up like really far apart, so you could also use it to stand in front of it to see self-heals situations and so on. Then there's a situation of the shields, like there's no shields there to test out numbers. There's no nothing. Like, there's literally nothing there that it's helpful for you. The only thing you can actually do there is test out champions that you don't own, or test out this crazy new loadout just to see if the cooldowns. Then also test by buying items. That's not a good idea. Like, you can buy items the maximum you can. That's smart, but it doesn't have a lot. And then you also look into the tutorial, and it's pretty shit. Like, there's nothing there really. Like, the only thing that they teach you is about siege. Then there's like onslaught and TDM. TDM is pretty basic, just get kills and that's it. But then you look into onslaught, and many people don't even know that they have to capture a point, stand on the point to actually capture points. And kills will also grant them points. There's people that sometimes think that capturing the point is the only thing they have to do, and kills don't really matter, when it's actually a lie. You need to kill as well on Onslaught. You get 5 points per kill, something that not a lot of people know. And you know, it's sad. It's sad to look into a tutorial and think, wow, I know it's a free-to-play game and all, and it's basically a multiplayer game, but you could have put it so many different things in there and actually be smart on the things you put there. Like, for example, I took a look into the Realm Royale tutorial, and it's not actually bad. It's not, because they have less things to learn about. It's different. I mean, I think they should put a part where when you're shooting weapons, that you just make available to you the option to use every single weapon. Maybe you could just stand there like it's maybe a training grounds for Realm Royale would be good, where you would go there, different targets, even chickens and so on. You could use the forge, you could get unlimited shards, you could use all the weapons. They would be like available there, and they would be unlimited from all rarities, and you could test out numbers and so on. It'd be something good for people to test out outside of games, especially because Realm Royale is a battle royale, and it's the kind of game that you only have one chance, unless you're playing in squads and do as you get revived, which is the only case for Realm Royale, of course. But I'm talking too much about Realm Royale. Let's go back into Paladins. As I mentioned, tutorial and training grounds should definitely be changed. This is not even an idea, this is almost a requirement. I think you should definitely look into the future. Hopefully they're going to be changing that. Now, this one is an idea that I had, but that I believe that many people have mentioned it before. I think it was even mentioned on the Helvian's video, and there's another game that already has this function. It's the more customization on custom matches. And it's not just what a lot of people are thinking of, you know, blocking champions, or you know, changing like the numbers of times you have to capture points, or the numbers of kills you need don't in that match. No. I'm legit, like stuff like, for example, everybody can use the same champion, or stuff like you can change the champion while in game, just like you can do it in the training grounds. I know that that's Overwatchy kind of thing, but hey, they have it on training grounds, and it's not stupid. It would be stupid if I had to get out of training grounds to choose a character every time I would have to test it. So the same thing could go for custom, especially because we don't gain anything from customs. There's literally nothing to gain from customs. And it's not the first time that I'm going against, like I go on a 2v2 and the person I'm playing is a random person. I just get into the random custom, you know? And the random persons, the other random people on the other team are like a stacked up team just on purpose to train. And they already go like with a healer and so on. Then on my team, I go with a healer and so on, but we're not countering them at all. There's like nothing there to to go like to change the tide again. There's literally nothing. Imagine they're like, oh wait, they have this and this champion. We're going like, for example, Janos with void grip and cripples on it, and then you go sniper. I void grip them, you shoot them, you know, stuff like that. And it's really, really hard. And being able to change the champions can also bring a different, you know, a different playstyle, but only on customs. Literally only on customs. Don't even dare to put it on casuals. I like how the thing is. But of course, it's always bad when people don't pick a healer and so on. But I'd rather have that system like that. On customs, do make a lot more customization options from, for example, I don't know, like just even bring back the payload as a custom, please. I think I'm talking for a lot of people here. Do bring back the survival and the payload, but into customs, please. Please, you have the potential for that. Come on, Harris, I beg you. It's one of the only things that me and a lot of people are asking for, is those 2 old game modes that were amazing. I remember going on payloads, just fucking amazing. And together with the idea of not being dismounted by any touch you get, that is also good. And like those old times of playing payload, oh, so amazing. You could even turn the ice map into a goddamn payload game mode. Like, just take it away from Siege. I'm sick and tired of that game. It's so fucking, that map is so fucking annoying. It's like disgusting. But yes, do please think about more customization on customs. Definitely would be amazing. Now, this is what I call the random system, and the system has been seen on for example, Fortnite. It's not something wow, but it's something that definitely I've thought about many different times, and it would actually be good, but with a twist. The random system is for the cosmetics, and if you go into choose, for example, the frame, you could put random. Since I own a lot of frames, it would be good for me to have it just spinning every single game that I have a different frame, a random frame. Like legit, I'm not joking. Like, I have so many frames and I always use the latest one. What's the point of me wanting a frame? Like, it doesn't even matter anymore. I sort of almost gave up on the idea of getting the rank frame because I don't have 200 wins yet, and it's gonna be taking a while until I get it. And my idea was like, it was like, I don't wanna be playing with only one frame all the time. Just make them spin. And the same thing would go for the skins of champions. You go into a champion and you can choose the random, but here's the twist. This is the thing I wanted to talk about. In this random system, you could also make it like almost like in the store, where you actually you know, check little boxes saying the type of things you want to see, and as such, like, I could just make random, but only on the epic, rares, and legendary skins, and not just recolors and basic skins. You know, that would be an idea. Or maybe you just want to use like the basic skins and the recolors. Hey, people have weird tastes, doesn't matter. Just give them the option of that. Even the random system for voice lines if necessary. It's just like, imagine you're going Pepper, but you have the random system for the voice lines, and it goes with the Pep voice, like people, or maybe the mad scientist voice. That would be awesome, and that's something that I wanted to talk about in the next this next idea. I know that you said to the public, Harris said to the public, that they don't want to confuse new players, and this has become a goddamn meme by now. Harris, if I was you, I would stop it. Please, I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, fucking stop it. We lost the piece in systems, the piece systems of cosmetics, and I'm fine by that. I don't give a shit anymore. I can change my weapons, so that's cool. But the fact that I can only change my voice lines between the skin, the basic champion, and the goddamn default fucking I own all my fucking voice lines, every single champion. Why do I even want that? You see what I mean? My question is, why am I only stuck with two options? The voice lines don't even change the performance of the fucking game. And I don't give a shit if other players are being confused or not, because on the left side it does say who is talking. Okay? People don't give a shit sometimes if we're talking or not. How many times have I said enemies behind and nobody gives a shit that it's there? It doesn't matter. The voice lines, first of all, you have 2 genders on this game. It's male and female. So that automatically puts you on the part of, on your team, there's this amount of females and there's this amount of males. Most of the times, most of the voice lines they're saying don't even matter. If they say ultimate is ready, the first reaction I have is literally look up and see who also has ultimates to make combos. And as such, I know who has the ultimates. Okay? If people say ultimate is down, it doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Like, what does that matter? Is it only if it's a Nando and there's a Drogos on the enemy team, is about to ult and the Nando just says ultimate is down, I can't save you. Like, and nobody does that. Nobody. The only voice lines that are most used, you know what it is? The one where you said you rock and cancel that. It's literally the most used voice lines in the entire goddamn game. Because people are toxic. People are salty. They start losing in casual and they start flaming people who are having a hard time. Probably being fucking targeted on purpose by an enemy. Alright? Like for example, today I was playing a match. I was Maeve. This Genos on the enemy team was teaming up with a Drogos. And the Genos only void gripped me. I went back into the recording. He only void gripped me the entire game. Literally. There was a Sky on my team. He didn't give a shit about the Sky. He void gripped me all the time. And you know what he said in the end? Hey Kreepers, love your YouTube channel. So what is the first thing that you take away from this? That guy was targeting Kreepers because he's a YouTuber. Now I'm sounding like Ninja, but it doesn't fucking matter. He basically said it. Like, I'm not assuming things. But that's the thing. Like, I was also being flamed because I couldn't do much because I was being void grip all the time. That's the thing. Like, those only voice lines that are used are those, and I don't give a shit who's using them, which skin is used. Like, I've seen Peppers using Pip voice lines. How about that? Why not block the skin voice line into it? Because it looks weird. You see what I mean? It's not a question of being a prick here. I'm just being honest. Please, please, please give us the option of using whatever fucking voice line we want. At least give us that. Okay? Next. This idea has been bothering me for a while. The only place where you can get skin boosters, which I like, especially as a content creator, because now I can use most skins that I don't own with these skin boosters. With I'm actually gonna have to agree with Frostfangs on one thing. It shouldn't even be called skin boosters. It should be like skin unlocker, something like. It doesn't boost up skins. Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. So basically, I would love to see the skin boosters. You would have a chance to get them, but I'm afraid Harris may take this the wrong way. And listen up before you take conclusions. I think the skin boosters should also be in, for example, the presents. In the presents, we can get battle pass boosters, and the same would be for skin boosters. I mean, skin boosters, I think skin boosters are a lot more important than, for example, the battle pass experience boosters. Definitely, 100%. The esports chest, I have almost 300 fucking battle pass XP boosters. Are you serious? From gifts, from esports chests, from the battle pass itself. Like, come on. Okay, I got 10 skin boosters, and I'm saving them for the best occasions. That's the only thing I have. They're probably going to make it in the future easier to get. Skin boosters are probably even going to become a thing where you can actually buy them from the store if necessary. But my question is, why not give us a chance of gaining it? Where are on these places where we're getting only battle pass experience boosters, also give us the chance of getting the skin boosters? Like, why not, right? So that's that idea. I also had a couple more ideas where, for example, one of them would be change the rank system. Definitely. I'm sick and tired of playing competitive, making the same amount of damage, the same amount of kills, and the same amount of time, and on one of them it's a defeat and the other one is victory, and I lose more on the defeat than the one that I won. Like, I won maybe what, 9 TP points on the victory, but I lost like 12 on the defeat. Like, what the fuck? What's the point on that? And the problem is, I lost because of my team. I did a shit ton of damage. I was playing as Cassie, did almost 150k damage. Did amazing. Killed the enemy Makoa a shit ton of times. Made sure the tank wasn't there. Like, and we still lost because unfortunately our healer was being flanked by 2 flanks. The enemy went with 2 flanks, and so they were always on his ass. So our Nara couldn't heal and so on. But my question here is, why does on that game that I lost a lot more TP and also Hilo? That's another thing. If you go into Paladins Guru, you can see this, where the defeats sometimes with the same amount of damage, same amount of performance overall, you will lose a lot more elo than actually gain it when you get a win. It makes no sense. This is not even an idea. This is something that needs to be changed ASAP. Like right fucking now. I'm not even joking. I'm stopping to playing competitive. It's only the same fucking bans every single game. There's no creativity. Like people just go with, oh, we need a Drogos and an Nando on our team, or ban the Nando because everybody wants Drogos. It doesn't matter if he's nerfed or not. I'm playing versus Grandmasters and Masters, and definitely they still pick Drogos. So don't come up on me with that shit where he's dead because Salva was nerfed. Don't even come with that. Okay? Don't even start with that shit. Dredge is also picked even with Scuttle just being nerfed right now. It doesn't matter. Leon is always picked because of the full cauterize on the beginning of the game. Fury is always picked because of the fucking solar blasting on a Makoa who's about to die. It looks like he's using his ultimate right there. Or maybe a Nando who just ulted, gets the solar blasting on top of him. He's back up. He was a 30% health, remember. That's his ult. But no, he's back up. But my question is, why do we have to be fucking... We have to be... evaluated. Our performance is not what matters. What matters is if you win in an X amount of time or not. So please, do fix this. But of course, I'm saying this just as a reference because I know you're gonna change it. You already said that you are gonna try to change it a little bit. I'm just eager to see if you're actually gonna be thinking a little bit more individually, so the individual player, depending on his performance, is gonna get his right stuff. Like, not, you know, if it's not on the rank, because that's what changes. If you're playing a 5-man team and if everybody has the same rank, they all lose the same amount of TP points. But if, for example, my friend is a lower rank than I am, he's gonna lose a lot less than I am. So basically what they're saying is, we're gonna make your life a living shit. So when you get to master, you're gonna be pulled back 3 times in a row like Yoshino. Let's fucking do this. Alright? That's shit. There's no actual... There's nothing there saying, hey, do you want to play competitive? It's actually really benefit for you. No, it's not. It's not. It's fucking not. I'm just wasting time. Just like Halvian said, you waste a shit ton of time. You are not being properly evaluated. Your performance is not even... Nobody gives a shit about your performance. Okay? And it's unfair. It's really unfair. Okay? So please, do fix that. Whew. I know that this is a long video, and I hope you guys understand that there's a lot of ideas here, and I didn't want to like try to make 2 or 3 different videos on this. Now, this is what I call the skin token. So, with this last patch, they did something which is called the large gift token. And according to what I thought, I thought, okay, it's a token. That means I can open a large gift, but for free. It's basically like a corner, I exchange it for the large gift. But no, they then said it, no, it's just to send to other people. But with my initial idea, I thought of the same thing. We get rewards on our champions. For example, at level 30, we get the title of the champion. Level 50, we get the gold skin. And they're saying they're going to remove the cosmic and the obsidian skins, together with some other things. I believe that the masteries and modes and so on are also there, but even so, they're thinking of removing most of these things. What my idea was what if you could actually force people to buy levels or to level up their characters up to level 100? Imagine that, for example, you could gift them a skin token after they reach level 100. Which means that, imagine, for example, I'm playing Maeve, I'm Maeve main, and I get to level 100. And there's this one skin I don't own, of course. It cannot be unlimited, of course. But maybe I don't own the alley cat and I want to spend crystals on it. And I did spend a lot of time on this game to either get the gold to level her up or to just level her up, you know, naturally. Why not give them a skin token? I don't know if it should be better just locked to that character or just overall, where you could just choose a specific skin to buy without being limited, of course. And you could exchange that token, as I'm saying, for a skin. And like, imagine, for example, you have the Merrymaker Maeve, which after the event she's gonna still be around, but it's gonna be for 1,200 crystals, which is a lot. But you are a person who plays a lot of Maeve. So you just reach it level 100 with Maeve, and so you got a skin token. It's an unlimited skin, which means it's not limited. So you go there and you buy the skin for free because you're playing the game a lot. So you're pretty much, you know, you're also supporting them somehow. And I think that would be an incredibly good idea. Like, it's not everybody who has level 100. Most of the people who have level 100 are people who either got a lot of money from the OB64, you know, refund and stuff like that. And I see a lot of people with like level 100, 200, 300. So that would be like, what, 2-3 tokens max. Or just give them 100 and that's it. Force them to actually to play more, level up the characters more, and also waste their gold on leveling up the characters to level 100. I mean, if you already gave them the option to actually level up characters, why not do that as well? I think it's a good idea, no? I don't know. Now, I'm gonna be incredibly honest. I have more ideas here, but I'm running out of time. We're already at 27 fucking minutes. This is a lot. I don't want to make like an hour-long video. I hope these ideas are good for anybody. I hope Harris does see them and say just at least 1 or 2 ideas can, you know, just to make the game better and actually call more people into it. So I'm just going to cut it off right here. Thank you so much for watching. That will be it for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye, guys. See you next time.